What's up, friends? We're back for episode number 2, walking you through the app Clubhouse. And Clubhouse is an audio-only app that allows us to network, allows us to pop up masterminds, allows us to have serendipity of dropping in on phone calls, even kind of throw back to the love line, call in to Dr. Drew. And so I'm excited to kind of show you through the app. I'm going to kind of give you a little bit of the features. I have my iPad set up now. It doesn't allow recording for Clubhouse, so part of that is we're not going to actually show any of the live rooms because we can't record anyone that is actually in the rooms, but we will be able to show you a little bit of everything else, and at the end, I'll show you a little sneak peek of what the rooms look like through a different view, so stick with me on that. So, this is the iPad here, and this is the hallway, and so this is what you consider your For You page if you're a TikToker, or your news feed for pretty much all other apps. And what your news feed or your hallway entails is at the top you have there a calendar, which is kind of the things that are coming up for you, that are upcoming. And then these are all of the rooms that are currently active for me. And I'll kind of explain a little bit more about that, but you can kind of scroll along. But before we even get into any of that, it is iOS only. It is right now audio only with all components. There's no chat functionality inside. But you're going to go in and you're actually going to create an account. Now, it is invite only at the moment, so you have to either be invited by someone. Make sure you go in there and snag your username so that no one else can take it. Plus, if you're in someone else's contact book, it'll actually pop up and have someone be able to say, like, nudge you in or bump you to the front of the line. But as you can see here, I can actually invite people. I have, what does that say, 6 invites left on my account. So you have to be invited in, but then once you're invited in, you're going to be set up kind of an account. And the two things that you are able to actually, two social networks you're able to link into Clubhouse are Twitter and Instagram. As you can kind of see them here on the bottom of the screen right about there. You can see that I have my Instagram and Twitter account actually part of my account. The other thing that's nice there, as you can see, Lindsay was actually the one that put me in, gave me the invite to be on the app on November 8th, 2020. And so, of course, it's got a lot of buzz around the holidays, and now in January, even the rumor of a $1 billion evaluation. But for that being said, here's the profile, and you can sync up your Twitter and your Instagram. And I'm gonna do another video where I talk about how you can set up your profile, kind of optimize it for SEO and search. But you're gonna pick your photo, you're gonna sync those two things up, and then you're gonna be able to search or actually add your interests. And so your interests are things that are gonna show up here, allow you to explore. So everything from entertainment, if you wanna look at, comedy, clubs that are around comedy, or maybe, other things that are going on. And so you can actually select as many of the interests as you would like in your profile. And that actually helps them curate that hallway, so that's more kind of toned to what you're looking for. Now, no one else can actually see what you have here on your interests. It's just, it's not like anything public on your account. Now, as you can see, there are also some notifications on there. You have the ability to pause notifications, which I definitely recommend because it is very sticky. But the thing that's really nice is once you're created your account, now you can really just drop into conversation. So this is that hallway where you can see there's rooms talking about the $1 billion evaluation. Here, Grant Cardone's having a room in his 10X club, and I can actually click on that. And what this actually shows me is some of the people that are there listening to those on the stage at the moment. And I can click on there and jump right in to listen to what's being said. I can listen passively, definitely, put my AirPods on and walk around. I can search around for other, rooms that are going on, wide variety of rooms. One of the other nice things is you can hit that little green dots on the bottom right-hand corner. Let me see if I show you that again. See that green dot on the bottom right-hand corner? Yeah. So you can hit that, and it kind of brings over the sidebar. And at the top, you have the clubs that you're following. And so a club is kind of like a Facebook group per se that you're able to kind of put people into depending on what your passions are. And people can add you to different clubs. You can have the option to be an admin or a follower. I'll kind of explain a little bit more about that a little later on. But what's nice here on this sidebar is I can actually see the rooms my friends are currently in, and I can actually just jump directly into a room that they're in. So let me see. I see Nikki Saunders is in a room right now. So I can actually click on her profile. Of course, it shows her profile, but I can see up with underneath her name, it says she's building your dream. And so I can click join room that they're speaking in, and I can pop right into that room. Now, I'm not going to be on stage. They're not going to be able to hear me. I'll be actually in the audience. There's actually 2 sections of audience within the app here that are, really makes it kind of nice to be able to not only pop in, pop out, but you don't actually feel like you have to be on. It's not content creation. As I said in episode 1, this is all about prioritizing conversations over content. And so I can see those that I'm following. And then there's also a calendar of upcoming events that are going on. So as you can see, I'm recording this at 9, what time is it? No, it's not 9:41. It is 6:16 p.m. So I can actually see, some of the rooms that are going on right now. So we have Free and Fun, Top 100 Superstars. I have my notifications on so you guys can see that. And I can not only can I click into one of these rooms, but let's get one. Let's see if it'll refresh here for me. Let's grab one that's coming up so I can actually add it to my calendar, which is a really cool functionality. And what's nice is anyone can create a room that's on the app. And then once you create a room, you can actually add some admins and others to the actual notifications. But let's say I wanted to participate in this one. It's breaking into the sports industry. And as you can see, it's hosted by the club, which is Women in Business. And I can click on the profile of Aaron, who's the one that created the actual room, which is, the room is the active area where the conversation's going on. It's not permanent. The room is popped up when you go live, and then whoever started the room shuts it down. It could go 15 minutes, it could go an hour, 8 hours, 27 hours if you wanted it to. And I can actually add it to my calendar here. If I wanted to add it to my calendar, I can tweet it out, of course. I can copy the link within the calendar. And then I can also see my events. Now, these are events that I either created myself or that someone added me in as a moderator on it as well. And so you can see here, these are some of the ones that I have upcoming not only in my club, but some other clubs that I'm working with some great people on. But you can see here, we'll go back to this one. Let's go right here. I can click on edit, and you'll actually see the kind of the behind the scenes here. And so this is what a room looks like when you actually set it up. And I'll show you where you do that in a second. But as you can see, this room is, myself and Victoria Taylor. It has the club name. It has the description. So the thing about it is when you start, you're not going to have your own club, but anyone can create a room. And you ask, how do you create a room? It's as easy as, pressing the damn button right there. That start a room button, and up pops this window. Now you can create an open room, a social room, or you can create a closed room. And then, or you can select for one of the clubs that you have in your list. Now, when you're getting started, you're not going to have any clubs that are listed there because you haven't really joined any of those clubs. But you can actually select one that says open, anyone can join. The social room is only for those that are following you, right? So you're shrinking that room. So it's more of, less trolls. You have a little bit more control with who is actually, jumping into the room. And then the private room is actually you select the people that you want to join you in the room. Now you might be asking, well, how do you get those titles in the hallway? Well, before you select, publish and go live with the room, you're going to actually type in the room title here. So let's just say press the damn button, which of course is my podcast and my piece. And so then I can hit open room, and then I can actually just hit start room or let's go down there at the bottom. And it's going to post to everyone that's following me, because remember that hallway is different, that they're going to actually see that I am live, and you can jump in to the audio and you can jump in and listen to what I have to say. And if I want to pull somebody up, I can pull them up and they can ask questions, really interactive from that component. And so this is just a little bit of the navigation. It's, there is some search functionality that didn't used to be there, which is actually really nice. So you can actually search for people. You can search for different topics. You can also even, within the search, you can search keywords. Let's say marketing. And so I can see Michael Sanchez actually has the @ marketing username. Very clever by you, Michael. And then you can click the clubs, and you can see clubs that have the word marketing in them as well. And so not only can you follow people, and then when those people are creating rooms or they're in a room on stage, it'll be in your actual hallway. And you can also follow a club, and therefore anytime anyone creates a room underneath the club, that will be actually what is shown to you here in your hallway here. And so lots of great functionality. You can also, if I wanted to, I could go ahead and click on that little sidebar, it pops up. And if I wanted to, I could say, hey, you know what? I want to do a room with just one person. So I can pick my friend Mitch Jackson here, and I could say, start a closed room together, which is just a one-to-one conversation for Mitch and myself. And so the idea here is you can create public rooms where people can come in, they can passively listen, they can participate, they could come up on stage and join you as a panelist, and a little bit of that, kind of fun that goes on. And so on the next video, I'm going to show you a little bit about what does that look like? What does that interface look like? And then I'm going to also talk about what are the best practices for raising your hand? What are the options that moderators have? And in some future episodes, I'm going to go through some tips of being a great moderator on this app. I'm going to talk about how you can actually set up your profile so that it is optimized to be searched for emojis, as well as some of the things that you're going to want to include in your bio. And of course, everyone wants to have a great profile picture. As you can see mine there with the bright pink background, as I am a proud girl dad. But hopefully that helps you kind of get a handle, a little bit idea of what Clubhouse is all about. And make sure you stay tuned for episode 3, where I'm going to kind of break down that interface when you're actually in a room. What does it look like to raise a hand? What is the difference between the different groups that are on there? So stay tuned for that. Cheers, my friends.